And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? Let me see, I got 3 people in here tonight. Wow. Good old Jeff Davis, how you doing? Barry, how you doing? So let me do this before I forget. After this, Big Apple is having a auction. I want to make sure that his link is up there. I want to make sure it's pinned. So let me go ahead and try to pin that real quick. Oh, well, I'll go ahead and repost it at the end anyway. I can't get it to pin for some reason. But tonight I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of talk about Confederate currency. Let me go ahead. I want to get the StreamYards going so that the StreamYards giveaway tool is working. I'm running a little behind. I had to do some work tonight. For my actual day job. Okay, so it's going to be pound gall. Thank you, Jeff Davis. Okay, so it's going to be pound gall. Big Apple Stacker's in the house. Like I was just saying, he's going to have an auction afterwards. About 8:45. He's going to open up the auction. He said he's going to be cutting prices so bad he's going to be just giving stuff away. Alrighty. But so for the giveaway at the end, pound gall, and this is not Confederate, but it's from 1944. I guess if I switch to the right camera, it'd be better. Let me see. Okay, so this note is from 1944. It's a Japanese note. It's known as a samurai note. It's 5 sen. Come on, give me some focus here. There we go. Beautiful detail on this little note. But like I said, I wanted to cover some Confederate currency with you. Now, you know, which way you ever want to go is up to you. But a lot of people are taught that the Civil War was fought for slavery. That was one of the things it was fought for. The North did not fight the South to end slavery. The North fought the South to preserve the Union. Now, a lot of people don't know, but there were 4 states in the Union that were slave states. Now, you know, as more immoral as it is, you know, today, you know, I just wanted to say slavery was one of the reasons, but it wasn't the reason. I just want to get that misconception out, but it was all about taxation, state rights to the South, that is. It was all about that. And that's why they started succeeding. And it started with, in 1861, and pretty much back to back, you had South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina succeeded and became the Confederate States of America. Now, a lot of people get confused with what the Southern or the Confederate States of America flag was. What a lot of people think it is actually just a battle flag. Let me get some music going here as well. Is that too loud? Y'all let me know if that's too loud out there. But what a lot of people think is the Confederate flag is actually just a battle flag. Here is the Confederate flags. Now the first 3 are the Confederate flags during the Civil War. Now the first one did change. It went to that one there that had the 13 stars on it, one for each of the Confederate States. And then it changed to this one here in 1864. So 1861 through 1864 it was this variation here. Then it became this one here with the Southern Cross up there in the corner on a white field. And then eventually in 1865 they added the blood stripe to it. So that's the Confederate flags there, but I want to go over some of the Confederate currency that I have, and we'll take a look at it here. Now, if you notice on these bills, it talks about there'll only be a payment after the ratification of peace between the United States and the Confederate States. Now this one here is plain back. Now they did get colorized and they did have backs eventually. Now there's two different notes during this time frame. Lower the music a little, okay. All right, thank you. There were Confederate States of America, and also during this time frame, the individual states had some of their own currency as well. I'm going to go through some of the Confederate notes first. Then we'll move down to the state notes. But I thought I had a $1 bill, but I can't find it. But eventually I'll find it and I'll have it out, or I'll go buy another one. Confederate notes aren't really that expensive, but they hold a wealth of history. Now here's the $5 bill. Now that building on there is what was the Capitol building in Richmond, Virginia. I'm trying to get down here because I actually have a picture of the real building. So there's the actual building there. As represented here on the Confederate $5 bill. And these notes were all hand serialized, hand cut, hand signed. And because, of course, they were at war with the North, these weren't printed by the American Banknote Company. Trying to get the focus in. That's the company that I can't, out of Savannah. Lithog did the printing of the notes there. Poker Rossi, how you doing? I actually have 3 of this next note. We're going to be seeing one of these given away when I get monetized at the party. But it's the Confederate $10 bill now in the back. These had color that had the $10 on it. They were known as graybacks. Also, the 5 was also the same way. Somehow I ended up with 3 of these. I know I had 2. But it has horses drawn a case on. I believe that's Jefferson Davis. Hang on one sec. Sorry about that. Okay, so we move on to the $20 bill. Another view of the Capitol building. really surprised that these notes had ink on the back, because there was nothing backing them, really. The Confederacy just rose up. They had really no gold. There's Confederate coinage out there, but it is rare. So this paper money was pretty much it. And like I said, it was not even redeemable really until 2 years after the ratification of a peace treaty. Here's another view of it. And like I said, some of these duplicate notes I have may be seen coming up when I finally get monetized. Southern Canada. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lucy Pickett's, I think this lady's name is. And she was on a few Confederate notes. Now, she had the nickname of the First Lady of the South. She was the stereotype of a Southern belle. And before the Civil War, her husband was the ambassador to Russia back during the time of the Tsar. And supposedly they just loved her Southern ways. But she was known pretty much as the epitome of what a Southern belle should be. Beautiful 100 on the back. I mean, the detail in these is great. And this man here was Zachary Taylor's grandson. And he held the Secretary of War, I believe, for the Confederacy. Now here's a unique note. It's called A Violent Scene. And this is supposed to be the Confederate States striking down the North. And if you see, it's sitting on top of an eagle. And then on the back, this was one of the ones that were issued by the states. This thing has a lot of repairs, but even in the condition it's in at a 12, these notes are pretty costly, this specific note, just because of the scene on it. Some of the other state notes that I have are from North Carolina. Oh yes, Jeff, beautiful artwork on these. And this one here is a plain back. And then you had some $2 bills, and these were pretty plain. I think the $3 bill is kind of cool. And then Milledgeville, Georgia, has a lot of different notes out for them. I'm trying, Darren. But, I think, the vignettes on these are beautiful artwork. Thing back. And here's a $100 bill from the state of Georgia. Gotta zoom in on that better. Very, very nice. Hell, peaches was free back then. They could just pick them. I don't know. But you gotta think the average wage for someone back then was probably, $10 a week, if that. Konnichiwa. God is great. How are you doing? Got their and the screw in here. Come on, focus for me. I love the detail on that. There we go. The detail on that is just so fabulous. Ah, yes, the typhoon's hitting. So far here, we've been spared by the hurricanes, so you're in my thoughts and prayers, Ken. And here's a fractional from North Carolina. And just the details on that ship. Horse plane back. Here's another one from Georgia. It's a 50-cent piece and they're fractional. Now the thing is with these fractionals, if you look, to redeem them you had to have amounts of $5 or more. So people just kept spending them until you got $5 worth accumulated, I guess, if you were a merchant, and then went and cashed them in. And God, I love railroads. On bills. Try to get that zoom focus then, I'm sorry. But I love currency with railroads on them. And we got some more Georgia. I mean, the details on that ship are pretty nice. And then you got the tall ship in the background over there to the left. And you had some current, like I said, then you had some fractional. This is from Richmond. And what's unique about this, to save money on currency, they took other currency that was from when they were still Union and cross-cut it and printed on the back. So on the back of this one, you have from when it was Union. But the detail on this is still pretty cool. And of course, this was from the American Banknote Company. Kenneth Bird, how you doing today? And we got another one from the state of Alabama, fractional. I mean, I just love these old notes. And like I said, these aren't that expensive. I picked this one up for $10. You know, it's not in the best condition, but to me, it's good. I like having it in my collection. Is that the one claiming your prize, Kenneth? If it is, yeah, I got your prize out in the mail. I was a little late getting it out. I got it out yesterday, but you should be getting that soon. And here's a $100 bill from the state of Alabama. But I love the vignette on that. The American Indian and Native Americans. And then I really love the back of this one for some reason. That is a beautiful note to me. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so once I get my watch hours up, I hit 1,000 viewers, or I hit 1,000 subscribers today, and then it dropped right down to 999 again. But I still need some watch hours before I get monetized. Once I get monetized, then I'm going to have a stream and give some things away. And among the things I'm going to give away are some Confederate notes and also the Confederate $10 bill. I'll be giving one of these away with the case on it. Sorry about the reflection. But that's pretty much all I got now. Big Apple is going to be having an auction. Let me see. So we'll go over to Big Apple. He's going to have an auction at 8:45. But the giveaway item I'm having tonight, let me get that back up again. Is I need you to do the pound gall. And then what I'll do is I'll be able to do the drawing here in a moment. But before I do that, let me zoom in on the other camera. And this is the note I'm going to give away. It is a 5-cent note. And I believe it's from 1944. It's a samurai note it's known as. Yes, God. God is great. Confirm that. Am I right with the time frame? God is great. 44. But I think this little note's pretty cool. Oh, we only got 3 people in here. 5 entries. Let's make it, you got to be here to win it. Because if you drop them, I'm not going to give it to you at this point. But one of the entries is probably Nightbot. Let's go ahead and run it. A second here. All right, everyone, I'm going to ask you to put it in again. Give me one moment. Oh, still got y'all. That's good. So never mind. Let me go ahead and we'll share that screen. And let's go ahead and run it. All right, Jeff Davis. Awesome. So Jeff, you know the routine. Send me an email. Retired Navy. Okay, Jeff, so send me an email. Retired Navy Rob at gmail.com. And we'll get that out to you. Congratulations, brother. Like I said, in about 10 minutes, Big Apple, the big Fugazi himself, is going to be having an auction. Why don't you get over there and buy up everything. George Campbell, how are you doing today? But make sure you go over there and bid on everything the big Fugazi has out. He's cleaning house, so you never know what he's going to give things away at what price. All right, now y'all have a great day, and I want to thank you for coming. And y'all keep on stacking.
I can imagine no more rewarding a career. And any man who may be asked in this century what he did to make his life worthwhile, I think can respond with a good deal of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy.